Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as their down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, a check down here to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 2nd and 1, Brady drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catch. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Frank's looking to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Setting up play action. Franks going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 41 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Jordan, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. To try again after the sack. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Dancing away at the 35. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing now is Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Franks. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Brady now to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the final 2 minutes of the half. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part, because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
That catch good for only a couple. Brady to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. back to throw. Franks. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Franks now on second down. That's Isabella open on the right side. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Falcons grab it. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. The final shot before half for Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Alice Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. They go play action with Franks. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off play action. Franks. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. To throw is Brady. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Franks. Pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Here's Brady to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Oh, and put it on the carpet, a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to DeAndre Hopkins. He's all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. That throw by Brady incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Coup now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Finding Miller once more, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Brady eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much.
And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Franks. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down. But reaches the 14.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Franks looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard.
And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.